Hello fellow chartists, welcome to my YouTube channel. I am the Chartist, and today we had an overall bearish day in the S&P 500. Is this the beginning of the next leg down to new lows to continue the downtrend, or was this just a cool off day, a regular pullback, more base and continuation from yesterday? All right, let's talk about it. But first, this is the flow sentiment. Bearish as usual, 88% into puts for the SPY, 200k premiums filtered or above here. Okay, 12% in the calls. Nothing new that we're seeing. Is this hedge fund just hedging, or is this a big down move coming very, very soon in the near future? I don't know, but you know how I do it. I just play it level to level. I don't try to predict the market. Okay, just one level at a time. If the price action is bearish, I play it bearish from resistance to support. If it's bullish, I'll play it bullish from support to resistance. Okay, so that's the flow sentiment. You know, seeing lots of money to the put side as usual. This one stands out a little bit. 2.5 premium, 400 strike price. April 14th expiration date. That's not that far away. That's less than a month away. So pretty aggressive here. Okay, so with that being said, this is my Discord right here, okay? I give intraday analysis throughout the day to help guide my members to be on the right side of the trade so we can all make money in the stock market, especially if you like to trade options or trade the S&P 500, okay? So I wrote here, since mid-March, SPY gave us 5 out of 6 days of higher highs, also breaking out of a multi-month trend line, which I've mentioned many times, and yesterday hitting my 449 to 450 zone target after clearing the 200 DMA. That's daily moving average, okay? Regular moving average is on the daily chart. Today, bulls want to see the 200 DMA at least hold. It did not hold, by the way, okay? If you watched yesterday's video, I told you guys, watch for that back test. The bulls had a win yesterday when they got that, when they recaptured 446 or the 200-day moving average and then hit the 449, 450 zone price target. They had a win yesterday, but I said for today, we got to watch for that back test, okay? So the plan was, as long as 446 to 447 holds, 200-day moving average, all right? Price targets are 449 to 450. Once that clears, 453.5 is next. The 453.5 is the 61-point retracement level, guys, okay? So if 446 fails, I think we dip back down to 443, then 440 to 441 zone, okay? So I got a bearish scenario in my mind. I got a bullish scenario in my mind, okay? 446 was pretty much the equilibrium for me. Keep it simple. We got to simplify this, okay? Like John Goodman's character from The Big Lebowski, okay? We got to keep it simple, all right? Keep the plan simple. So pretty much above 446, I was bullish. Below 446, I was bearish, okay? So we look at this 15-minute chart. It opened here, all right? Open here. All right, what did it open? 446.91. It opened right in our support zone, just chopped down a little bit, washed below the 446 support level. That's that red line there, washed below, but it never gave us a confirmed close below. Even on this 15-minute candle, it washed below it, but it never gave us a confirmed close, okay? So that means 446 holds, all right? So all that extra, that nice long wick there, we see buying pressure there. Yeah, that's just noise. So anyway, support held, and it just shot up from there, and it went as high as 448.48, okay? 52 cents shy of the 449 resistant level, all right? From there, okay, now it's tough to trade, okay? Obviously, it was tough to trade. We usually want to short from resistance. Never hit from resistance, right? Very important that we know how to recognize the candles. As I said to you guys, you want to see big body red candles, some bearish engulfing candles, all right? That's a sign of more downside. And as you can see here, it never hit resistance. It got pretty close. It was too weak to get there, but we started seeing the bearish engulfing candle, all right? Right here, we lost the 447 support level, all right? That's that red line, okay? I got a support there, 447 and 446. I give it a zone. We lost it, back tested. We got one close above it, looking like we recaptured it, but nope. Next candle, another bearish engulfing candle. Strong selling pressure, guys. Based a little bit, right? And then another bearish engulfing candle. Took out 446 and close. This white line right here is the 50% retracement level at 445.3. It closed below it. So now we're looking very bearish. All right, lost the 50% retracement level. Next candle back to the back tested it as a resistant. But as you can see here, for hours, since from about 1 o'clock all the way to like the end of the day almost, it just chopped. Okay, all right. That 50% retracement level was like Bruce Willis from Die Hard. Okay, it just didn't die. It was hard, anyways. But towards the end of the day, we got that breakdown. We lost that 50% retracement level. And the low it got to was 443.79. So 79% short, 79 cents short. I'm not even talking right today, guys. Long day for me. But 79 cents short of my 443 price target. Never actually hit there. Let's see if we'll hit it tomorrow. Listen, I'm going to be honest with you. I think that 443 level that I got is pretty weak level right now. I think if we lose that, I think we're going to go straight to 440 to 441 zone, where I might try to enter a call if we get to that zone, okay? That's a pretty strong support zone down at 440 to 441. 443 is not strong, so I think we're going to bust through it, okay? Anyways, let's talk more about it on the daily chart, all right? So you can see here, all right, lots of lines on my charts, but let me just do it all over with you guys, okay? So first thing first, I want to bring out the 50%, the fib levels where you can see the 50% retracement. All right, we lost that, guys. We broke above it, we lost it. Also lost the 200-day moving average, okay? That's kind of like a false breakout, okay? So if the 50% retracement level and the 200-day moving average was the breakout level, we broke out yesterday, but we closed back within it, all right? Now keep in mind, before we get too bearish, since mid-March, you can see it's a strong move to the upside. Pretty unhealthy, all right? And today, or yesterday, daily chart for the RSI, for SPY, RSI was in overbought territory, okay? Hasn't been in overbought territory since November, all right? Back in November. Yesterday was the first time we was in overbought territory in a while. And also on the 4-hour chart, all right? I mentioned this to the Discord members many times. It wasn't a sell signal, but I did mention many times that we was and even on the 4-hour chart, it was in overbought territory. And even though we got this strong move to the upside, it's not quite ideal for the RSI to be so overbought. We needed a cool down, all right? Not because I'm bearish, but because, you know, we want to see a healthy price action. Got to pull back eventually, okay? So we got that pullback, all right? We hit that resistance zone 449 to 450, all the way, bounced all the way down from mid-March, as low as what was that? That's as low as 418 right on this one. This one's 415. So if you're a bull, you know, on SPY, you can't say you didn't get your opportunity to eat. You know, that's a big move to the upside. Should have made some green. Should have made some money on that move. If not, you got to reevaluate your strategy or something. But anyways, well, that's a false breakout scenario right there. Okay, so I got next support at 443, which, as I mentioned earlier, I don't think is going to hold much. Also got some support at the 440 to 441 zone. Now, what's the 440 to 441 zone, charters? Well, it's the 50-day moving average. 50-day moving average is currently at 440.97. Okay, so you know how the market has a lot of noise. And these levels are not going to be 100% perfect. So I like to give it a zone. So 440 to 441 is my next support zone. Okay, where I'll probably may look to buy. All right, of course, I'm going to respect my stop loss. Okay, but 440 to 441, I don't trust 443. If we lose 440, that's bearish. And then bulls will have one last opportunity, one last shot at the 38.2 retracement level at 437. Okay, below 437, I think we drop back down to 433, 430, then 427. I got a bunch of support levels below 437, okay? So 433 to 434 zone. That will be around, this trend line right here is from January. Okay, and below that, got some minor ones, 429 to 430. And then 427, which is the 23.6 retracement level. Okay, guys, these are my moving average. All right. So I think that today's price action was very healthy. It cooled down the RSI on the daily, cooled down the RSI on the hourly, and the 4 hour. Okay. I would turn bearish if we lose 437. If we lose 437, I will definitely be more confident, okay, and be embarrassed. And of course, if we lose 433, we drop within this trend line, this downtrend line again, and that's a false breakout. False breakout is very bearish. Just like today, we had a false breakout. Okay, so let's see if we can get a bounce from the 50-day moving average. See if that continues to hold. If that holds, I would like to see it, of course, it recapture the 50% retracing level at 445.3, and of course the 200-day moving average. Okay, there's been many times so far this year where we lost the 200-day moving average, we recaptured it, okay, and lost it again, recaptured it and lost it again. And look at that, we recaptured it and lost it again. Interesting pattern we're seeing in 2022. All right, so for me to be bullish, I want to see it recapture the 200-day moving average. All right, like I said, I may look to enter some calls around the 50-day moving average, probably do like a scalp play there, but I'm gonna respect my stop loss because I don't care if I'm right or wrong. I just care about following my strategy. Anyways, that's what I got for the SPY. Here's the VIX. Finally got a green candle. A lot of red candles. Finally got a green candle, but as you can see here, it back tested the 5-day moving average. Just couldn't get through the 5-day moving average. Didn't even test the green trend line. And it still closed below the 78.6 retracement level at 23.74. So the VIX is still looking bullish. Like with the SPY cooling down, VIX probably needed to cool down on this down move. All right, so maybe it's going to consolidate, maybe head into a bear flag a little bit, okay? For me to be bullish, I need to see the VIX recapture this green trend line. All right, it needs to close above 24.5 minimum tomorrow. All right, if it can get back above that, then it will look more bullish. You know, possibly a false breakdown here, and then the SPY can look more bearish. All right, but as long as it's still rejecting from the 5-day moving average and it's still below the trend line, it's probably just consolidating or basing or bear flagging for another move to the downside. A bearish VIX is a bullish SPY. Okay, plus RSI was pretty oversold, so the VIX really needed to cool off a bit. Cool off. All right, cool off type of day. Triple Q, look at that. It also failed to hold that 38.2 retracement level at 352.64. Still managed to close above the 5-day moving average and the 50-day moving average, which is a good sign, okay? So tomorrow we need to see, if you're a bull on Triple Q, you need to see 352.64 recaptured. If it's recaptured, that is a false breakdown scenario. False breakdown equals bullish, okay? So bullish above that level. But if bearish, we need to see the 50-day moving average get tested. That's around 350 right now. Below 350, I would be very bearish on the Triple Q. Okay, next support line isn't all the way until 339, at least a critical one. So minor ones around 346, 347 though. Okay, that's what I got for Triple Q. Dow Jones is in false breakout mode. Okay, so it needs to break out again if it wants to be bull. It could just be basing and flagging here. All right, it did try to start from all the way down here in mid-March, making this up move. Think of it as like a guy running. Like, just imagine the price was a guy running, and he started this low, and then he ran up here. He got tired. He needed to cool down, rest, maybe walk a little bit. And then he tried to go for another run, maybe another sprint, and then now he covered some good distance. Now he just need a rest, you know. Just cool down a bit before he goes for that next move. So maybe, you know, that's what the Dow Jones is doing, is just basing right now. Okay, I'll be more bearish if it loses 340.60. That's the 38.2 retracement level, and that would put 333 and then 331 in play. Below 331, I would favor more a new low all the way down to 315. Okay, so as long as we're below 344.5, that is the 50-day moving average. I am bearish right now. Next support is at 340.6. That needs to hold. To be bullish, I need to see Dow Jones back above 346. Keep it that simple. IWM still in back test mode after it break out, okay? Very critical this level hold. So for tomorrow, it's 203. Below 203, IWM is false breakout mode. That's bearish. Okay, if 203 holds, need to see it get back above and clear the 5-day moving average. Otherwise, it's a dead cat bounce. It's probably gonna creep down lower still. But if it bounces from 203 and clears the 5-day moving average, it's currently at 205.8. That's bullish, and we'll put 209.5 in play. That's the next big resistant level. Tesla, holy moly! If you was a bull or a bear, you should have made some money on Tesla. Now, if you didn't know how to play the levels correctly, you may have suffered a loss. But if you did, you may have made some profits. Okay, so what I'm saying is the 50% retracement level was captured by Tesla yesterday, 972.71. Today that was support, and as you can see here, that level was treated like a support, and it bounced all the way as high as, what's the high of the day? 1,040.70. So it went $4 over my price target of 1,036.87. That's a 61.8 retracement level. And we, as you can see by this long wick, we was met with strong selling pressure from that level. Now I just want to say, in a strong downtrend, I think I mentioned this yesterday, but in a strong downtrend, when I'm using the fib levels, the 61.8 retracement level is usually where the next down move begins. All right, so Tesla bulls, y'all need to get this above 1,036.87. Actually close above that, a confirmed close. All right, this selling pressure is not a good sign, and the next support is at 972.71. That's a 50% retracement level. If we lose that, that's very bearish. Okay, and we could see more downside to 908.5. Okay, and probably lower. All right, so above 1,036.87, very bullish. All right, if we lose 972.71, that's bearish. Between those two levels, it's just basing, it's just chopping. Okay, you can either wait for the breakout or play the levels within the choppiness. Okay, you want to buy at the resistant level and then the support level and just play it. You want to avoid buying in the middle is what I'm trying to tell you. Anyways, Apple, breakout mode for Apple. Broke out of this bold flag. Breakout mode. Okay, so this is a multi-month, since what? January. Okay, multi-month bold flag. This is a big deal. So tomorrow 169.5 is the breakout level. Okay, we broke out. So if it closes below 169.5, false breakout. That's bearish. If we back test that level and it holds, that's very bullish. That is follow through on the breakout. We need to see follow through. 176.6 in play, and then back to all-time highs. Okay, so remember, below 169.5, bearish. If it holds, stay bullish. Follow the price action. And here's Bitcoin just still coiling, not doing much. Okay, like I said yesterday, I'll be bullish above 45K. All right, if it breaks down, the breakdown level of this triangle pattern is at 35.8K, and I'll watch see if it go test 28.7K, where I'll probably look for a buying opportunity. All right, I'm gonna keep it simple on the Bitcoin, just like that. And guys, that's all I have for you guys today. I thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you guys to all the new members that's been joining the Discord. Thank you for the members that continue to support, and I'll talk to you all soon.